Okay, what we're going to be making today is actually a really nice shepherd's pie. For this one, we're going to need our usual mirepoix, which is 2 large onions cut up, well diced actually, about 4 carrots diced, and about 4 celery stalks diced. If you notice, this is 2 parts onion, 1 part celery, 1 part carrot. A couple cloves of garlic diced. Got a thing of stock, 1 egg, salt, pepper, Worcester sauce, and a head of cauliflower. What we're going to be doing is we're going to make a cauliflower puree, like a mashed potato, and we're going to cover it with that. It's going to be really nice. And also a couple of pounds of, well, I'm going to be using hamburger, but you can use pretty much any meat you want. Traditionally, in a shepherd's pie, you would surprisingly use lamb, but I don't like lamb, so we're going to be using beef. Okay, so let's get this together. Let's fast forward a bit. Okay, here we go. We have the pan under a high heat, and we're just going to add a little bit of oil to coat the bottom. And from here, we have to take our mirepoix. Oh, actually, no, wait. Sorry, I forgot the garlic. We have the garlic in first, sorry. Throw the garlic in first. Then we add our mirepoix. There we go. Now, what we're going to want to be doing with this, we're going to start a little bit high, but then we're going to put it down to medium or so. We want to get the onions translucent, and we want to get all those flavors mixing. Don't mind the shoddy cameramanship. Now, with the size of the pot I have going on here, it's going to take a few minutes. So I'm actually just going to fast forward until this gets a little bit more translucent. Okay, let's just use the magic of Hollywood and presto. Okay, and there we go. As you can see, I've got the onions nice and translucent. The carrots are, getting soft. So is the celery. Right now, it's pretty much Chinese food. So we're going to add the beef. Here we go. I actually store it like this. When I freeze it, I flatten it out because it's so much quicker to get across. I actually ground this myself. Okay. I'm going to break that up nice and good. Get everything mixed. From here, we got to move around a fair bit. You want to make sure that the beef browns nicely. Okay. This is also where we add in a couple of drops of Worcester sauce. A little bit of the good old salt and pep. And our beef stock. Okay. It doesn't take very long. So you want to get a pretty good brown on the meat. Okay, I'm going to fast forward until the meat's brown, and we'll see what the next step is. Okay, here we have the beef is all nice and browned, and the vegetables are nice and soft. I have an optional step. Throw a couple of cups of peas in, frozen peas. Not everybody likes peas. I like peas. From there, you're going to add about 2 cups of water. You can use stock if you have it. I actually ran out. I have to make more. Mix it up nice and good. And then we're just going to put it down to simmer for a while. Now we just have to wait for the topping to be done. Let's fast forward. And here we go. I've let it simmer a bit, and just long enough to reduce. From here, we're going to put it in the casserole dish with the covering on. Let's fast forward to that part. Okay, now with the topping, I did something a little different. I did a sort of, the creamed cauliflower as you do, but I also added in an egg. Now this does two different things. This actually makes it firmer when you bake it, and it also makes it so that you get a nice color to it too. Okay, let's get to work here. I gotta reposition. Okay, now you take your topping here, take a lump like this, and you sort of scrape it to the side there. Just going to go around the edges first. As you put it on, you will notice the level will rise. You want to put it around the edges because it's really a pain in the ass. If you do it around, if you just lump it in the middle and try to spread it, you're going to have a mess in your hand. You want to go around the edges. Now, some people get all fancy with like piping bags and, all kinds of fun stuff like that. No. A shepherd's pie is supposed to be a simple rustic dish you make with your family. It's not supposed to be haute cuisine. It is just food. Now, at this point, if you wanted to add a little more flavor, you could shred some cheese in the top here, but I don't have any to shred. I actually finished the last off this morning. There you go, see? This builds the coffin, as they say in the French. Okay, and I get whatever little... Okay, there you go. Now you can sort of... There we go. If I had whipped it, it'd be a little more showy. Okay, now from here we're going to put this whole thing in the oven for about 15 minutes, just for the top to brown. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. And here we have the finished product. The top has firmed up beautifully. We have a little bit of color and sort of rustic looking. I'm going to serve that up. So you just go in, break the beautiful crust we made. And we just scoop her up. There we go. And there we have it. Our beautiful homemade shepherd's pie. Well, as usual, bon appetit.